What's up, guys? So, I had to order a new Floyd Rose nut from a Jackson Soloist because from the factory, the nut shelf was cut too high. So it played pretty good, but the strings off the fretboard were a little too tall, made it a little tough to push down for chords. So yeah, it has the Floyd Special slash Floyd 1000 nut. Yeah, it's the same one. They both have WR3 on the bottom of it. But anywho, I got this nut from Gotoh. Gotoh. I'll say Gotoh. It works for me. GHL2B, made in Japan. This one is for a 43 millimeter nut or neck. It's 43 millimeters wide, but the string spacing is for the R4. It's a little wider than the standard Jackson, so I'm gonna see how good that feels. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same width as the Ibanez nuts. So if it feels anything like my Japanese RG, I'll be pretty happy with it. But anywho, this is the Gotoh ones are a little shorter than the normal Floyd Rose ones, which in theory would be just enough compensation to counteract the high nut shelf. But what I've come to realize is that on guitars like this, old Japanese Jacksons like this Jackson Dinky, yeah, DXMG. Whenever I got the guitar, it was chromed out. They replaced all the black hardware with chrome. They even had chrome pickup rings, which is in the case still. Had a chrome Floyd Rose, chrome strap buttons, had Seymour Duncans in it. The only thing that wasn't changed is the neck plate and the output jack plate, which, I don't know. I might replace that or switch the whole guitar back to black hardware, I'm not sure. Anywho, when they replaced it, they used a standard Floyd Rose nut, but shaved the bottom of it. You can see the tooling marks going at a diagonal angle. That's because, in relation to the fretboard height on top, it's kind of cut kind of shallow. It doesn't sit as low as the modern Jacksons do. Well, this nut, if I can get this in the camera good, probably not. But this, the surface where the string sits on, is damn near identical to this one. And lo and behold, of course it's gonna bolt right up, but it fits like it should. So, for all of those of you out there that didn't know, the Gotoh Floyd Rose nuts are pretty much direct replacements for the older Japanese Jacksons, if need be. And just for shits and giggles, this is my Jackson Soloist. It's an X series, um, SLX DX, I think. The Silver Burst has the Duncan design pickups, which doesn't sound too bad. I replaced the bridge from a special Floyd Rose special to a Floyd Rose 1000. Drops right in, no problemo at all. Problem is, like I said, look at that. Those strings sit way high. Do a little test. Look at that movement. There's supposed to be just a little bit of movement. Not about half a millimeter. I don't know. Focus. There we go. Too much play. It's like that on all the strings. So, I'm gonna go ahead and see about changing them nuts out. See if it fixes my problem. Well, this is where I'm at with this one. Got the nut off. And I was mistaken earlier. It doesn't say WR3, it says BR3. So focus. There you go. But yeah. All the specials and 1000s, their nuts say that. But watch this. This is the nut that came on the guitar. Focus. Come on, you can focus. Come on. Or not. There we go. You can see in the light that is thick. Thicker than the Gotoh. Yeah. Okay, there we go. The place where the strings sit is taller off the bottom than this one. So, in theory, this would fit perfection. Lines up. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together. If it doesn't work so good, the Gotoh nuts come with shims. So boom, win-win situation. Alright, here's where I am with this one. As you can tell, the nut holes where you mount the nut, it lines up perfectly. So, if you want to go to upgrade any guitar that has a special or 1000 with the Gotoh nut, it'll work. The JS32 series one will work. The X series one, even if you want to upgrade your Pro Series Jackson, it'll work. Well, got it together. I had to use a couple of the shims because if I put just a nut on there, the strings sat on the first fret. Not good. Put one shim, raised the bass side up, but the treble side was still touching. So one more shim, boom, perfect. Only problem I had was the screws that come with the nut that screws into the neck was a little thicker, so I had to kind of slowly go a little harder with it. Didn't want to crack my neck up, so took easy with it. But worked out pretty good. Fits good. E flat. I do have to adjust the back angle of the neck because I think I might have tried compensating for the high nut whenever I first got it. I had it almost a year now. I think I had to have a slight forward bow on it to compensate for the high. Well, that doesn't make much sense. If it bows, it makes the strings higher. I don't know, I guess I just might have not have adjusted it at all. I don't remember. But I have to straighten it out just a smidge. Maybe lower the bridge a smidge. But as of right now, it's back together. Going good. Yeah, so Gotoh goes together pretty good. And old Japanese Jacksons, the JH32, X Series, Pro Series, it all goes good. Although for the some of them you might need to use a couple of shims, you know. But for this particular one and the Japanese ones, you might need a shim or two. You might not need shims. Well, that's about it. Thanks for checking the video out. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, so like and subscribe. Thanks. P.S. Whoever it was that decided to design the rear cavity to where there's wood covering the tremolo arm screw on the bridge, they're a derp. The wood literally gets in the way. You have to take the bridge out in order to change or replace or whatever the tremolo arm. It's not good, dude. Not cool at all.